All right, it's preparing the live stream. All right, it's preparing the live stream. Okay, so we're live. I'm trying to confirm what was it. I noticed that on I noticed that on okay. Okay, we are back. The network is crazy. Yeah, so I can see a couple of people on the YouTube already, engaging, and I hope I've been able to balance the network because I just made a quick switch right now. Like I said, I found a backup. So what happened yesterday won't repeat itself. I'll just try my best to make sure that the network is as stable as possible, All right. Welcome everybody. Welcome to our first live YouTube. And YouTube, this is not the first YouTube live, and I think it's the first Zoom meeting, I'd say, because we've had a YouTube live, but this is the first Zoom meeting. Let me confirm that it is still streaming. Okay. I don't want to worry too much about the live stream so that I can focus on what we are doing here. Okay. I can focus on what we're doing here. Okay, so it's I don't want to just be the only one talking. I notice that our videos are off and our mics are muted. I want this meeting, or I want these meetings because I intend to make it consistent. to be as interactive and as engaging as possible, because at the end of the day, we are coming to exchange value. Well, I'll go first. I want to meet us. We're not so much yet on the call, so it's great. If we were too much, then that may be an issue, but we're not so much. So I'll just go right ahead and introduce myself. And I've done that severally, but I'll do it as often as I can. My name is Kimberly. I am a trader, and I do a couple of other things as well. I'm a video editor, and I'm a graphic designer. So I'm skilled in several areas, and but I'm passionate about Forex as well. And I've been trading for about 3 years now. And I've learned a lot, in my journey as a trader. One of the things that I realized personally, and that's what birthed this Dear Trader channel, or everything that has to do with Dear Trader, is that for a while I started like trading, I noticed that I couldn't really relate with everyone around me as a trader in the way that I wanted to, because not many people who are not involved in Forex understand what it means mentally, like the psychological struggles of a trader, the what it just basically does to you, how it affects you, how it just makes you when you make losses, how that experience can be. Not many people understand it, no matter how much you explain it to your friends or your family, they will not get it as much as another trader would. Another thing that made me start this channel was that I wasn't really in a community. That was in the initial stage of my trading. Of course, I'm in a trading community. I mean, a solid, strong trading community, and I'm also building a strong trading community. But before then, I was basically alone, and I was just going through my trading journey by myself, learning the ropes and doing all I could do alone, and it was really lonely, because you need to sort of manage yourself, manage all that you're dealing with as a trader, wins, losses, your expectations, your hope, and just stay consistent and persistent. So that is what made me decide that I wanted to create a community where people are going to come together and just share their experiences and learn and grow. People are going to want to be realistic, be honest, be real, because if you are not, you're not going to be able to grow. An avenue where traders can step into that level of profitability, where you can, what are the things that you need to do? What are the proper steps where every trader can just be guided properly on how to move from just being a novice to being profitable, or how to move from being inconsistent to being consistent, or just any level you are. If you are not profitable yet, if you've not gotten to where you need to get to, this place is for you. And so that is basically it about me, and that's why I started the Dear Trader YouTube channel, and ultimately the Telegram community. Now there's an exclusive community. Those are the Dear Trader mentees. And what I want to do right now, I'm going to talk about it much later, but I just want you guys to know that there's an exclusive community of mentees. Those are people who have paid to be under the Dear Trader mentorship, and I work directly with them. There's a specific WhatsApp group where we are in. I work directly with them, and I work with them and I get them to, we work through the stages of trading, stages of profitability, the stages of everything that they need to do. And I'm sorry, there's a chat here that's sort of distracting on Telegram. Please, just let's buzz the Telegram guys that we are live, and the network is stable for now. So let's enjoy it while it's stable, and so that everybody can just come on board and nobody misses out on this. So there's an exclusive community, and but those are the guys that have paid for the Dear Trader mentorship. So if you want to be part of the exclusive community, there is no, I do my best to make sure that there is no champion, in the sense that it's not just one person that is winning, but everybody is winning. And when there's somebody that is losing, everybody works together to get that person to win. So that's how we do it over here. Yeah. Without further ado, let me quickly just check in with the YouTube guys. Hi, everybody on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining the live. I can see several names from Asaba. I've not, the top chat is really not active. I hope that the guys are engaged there. These are the issues with managing these things alone. It's just me. There's no Dear Trader team per se, but of course I am, with the way things are going, I'm beginning to look into working with more hands so that things can happen more smoothly. Technically, things can happen more smoothly, and we don't have to be at the mercy of network or other we don't have to be at the mercy of technology. We're on top of it. So yeah, we're getting there. Without further ado, let me create an avenue right now for us to meet each other and just talk about introduce yourself, talk about what you've been doing and what you do. I don't expect everybody here to be, you may not be like a full-time trader, that's fine. So just okay, so just go ahead and talk about your experience, and yeah. Who wants to go first? If you want to go, just feel free to raise your hand, and I will unmute you. I think I've not turned off the prompts for people to mute themselves, so I think you can even unmute yourself. But if you can't, I'll just quickly do that for you. On YouTube, hi Stephen Tretu, watching from Ghana. Gilbert Henry from Enugu. Exchange Trading said that it is okay now. The network is okay. All right. If you're on YouTube and you want to get the direct YouTube Zoom link, you can just join the Telegram channel. The link is in my bio somewhere. Just join the Telegram channel and you'll see the link to join directly to Zoom. So maybe I can begin to call on people, if you do not mind, to join, because I intend to make this an interactive session. We will not get the best out of these Zoom meetings if we don't communicate, if we don't discuss, and if we don't talk. So please feel free at any point in time to indicate that you want to speak, and then I will let you do that. Okay. Fantastic. Ifeanyi just raised his hand. Ifeanyi Chukwu just raised his hand. All right. So Ifeanyi, I'm going to go ahead and unmute you now. I'm asking you to unmute so you can speak.
Good evening. So I don't know if I'm heard.
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, good evening, Dear Trader. Good evening, Dear Trader community.
Yeah.
My name, as you can see, is Ifeanyi Chukwu. I'm a student from the Federal University of Technology, currently in Nigeria. I started trading 3 years ago from my other sister. She's the one who introduced me to trading. It was quite difficult, I felt, because I was trying to learn a little bit of everything, though she gave me a course. But with time, I started seeing the light. I don't know. That's all I have to say. And I'm grateful for your community. At least you get to interact with other traders. Sometimes when you talk to friends and family about trading, it's like you're the I don't know how to put it, just like an outcast. Not that they treat you bad though, but you just feel out of place. So sometimes with having a trading community where people understand maybe what you're saying, it makes sense and it gives you the drive to continue. I think that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing. If I um I feel you on the whole situation with family and the need for the community. So what are your expectations for the Dear Trader community?
Well, I intend to meet like-minded people. And hopefully, I don't really know what to say, but I just joined like to have a mind of people to like see how other people view the market. It's crazy. I like remember one day I took a trade, a buy. I think it was a sell. I don't remember the day last week, and somebody took a buy. So I was kind of confused. What I saw, my own strategy was like a sell, but another person saw a buy. So I want to see also how other people view the market and what's the difference between strategies and how can maybe modify my own to suit me better. That's my apology to that community. I don't know if I'm
Okay.
confusing.
No, 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 no. I totally understand that. Totally get that. Totally get that. All right. Thank you for sharing that. And guys,
Okay, I'm going
please,
to meet
please,
myself.
if you want, pardon me.
I thought I'm going to meet myself.
Oh, okay. I might still have more questions for you. And really, I'm asking these questions are for everybody. Um, I really need to know what our expectations are for the Dear Trader community because I do not intend to make this community one where it's just one way and just one way basically. But I want a space where traders can just come and be real because if you're a trader, me, I already know. Like if you are looking for more knowledge, if you are seeking for more knowledge in Forex, you are already struggling. So there's no need to lie. That's it. I want us to be that honest. I want us to be that plain with each other that it is there are the struggles, right? So there's no need to beat about the bush and at all, right? Forex is it humbles you to the point where you know that you cannot lie, that you can't give somebody false information. We all see it, okay? And we are able to get that is how you get answers. Otherwise, this will be the industry where you waste your time the most. That's the truth of trading. And I had to come to this understanding in the period of mentorship. I'm going to talk about mentorship. I'm going to talk about the importance of it. I'm going to talk about why people need to go through this mentorship. And towards the end of this call, like let me just get to meet us. And if you want to, I see someone raise their hand earlier. If you want to like talk or introduce yourself, and just let me know how long you've been in the Dear Trader community, what your expectations are, and how
Good evening, everyone. I think she's having network issues. So please let's just exercise patience. Oluwatosin Balogun. I think you can unmute yourself at least while waiting for her. Let's hear your own self experience. She's back.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Balogun Oluwatosin. Can we all hear me?
Yes, loud and clear, loud and clear.
Okay. Yeah, my name is Balogun Oluwatosin, and I actually heard about Forest first while I was still an undergraduate. That was 2019. Then 2020 was when I started getting to know what Forex is, and from there it has been ups and downs. So I've so 2020 was when I actually started, and this 2023, so that's like 2 years and few
Okay,
months.
sorry to interrupt. Sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt. I'm really sorry about that. I think
Okay.
the network kicked me out again. Thankfully, I left the meeting open so everyone can continue. This network thing, we'll get it right. We'll get it right. Please bear with me, guys. I honestly don't know what the situation is. I've switched twice, but we will get it right. That's one thing I'm promising everybody. We will get it right. So I was going to unmute. I was going to ask someone. I don't know if it was you, Tosin, or there's a Gabriel here. Okay. Okay. So he's currently not here. So please just go again. Oluwatosin Balogun.
Okay. Yeah. So I've been in the game for 2.5 years, and I remember while I was still in service, I actually lost a whole lot of money. It's not because I did not have the knowledge, but there was some other things I was just not getting right, psychology wise. Is either I'm over risking, is either I see uploads of people on Instagram making millions in a single trade. I also want to replicate it. So even since then up till now, I'm still struggling with the same thing. I'm just trying my best just to be disciplined and to just focus on my own journey and focus on myself. So the likes of viewing Instagrams and checking people's posts in a way, to me, it actually affected me a lot, because some might say it gives them inspiration, it gets them motivated. But in my own case, it actually affected me a whole lot. So for now, I've stayed out of Instagram, and I've stayed out of social media generally, just to really key in and focus on myself. So since when I've joined Jet Trader, I think I joined last month. And one thing I've noticed about the host is that, like the owner of the channel, is that she's consistent. I've noticed she only trades one pair, and I think maybe 1 or 2 trades in a day, and which is something I'm still struggling with. But I've actually learned that from her, that you don't need to trade as much trades in a day. Once you take your 1 or 2 trades a day, if it's a loser, just forget it and just go and do something else and come back the next day if you see yourself up trade. So that's one thing I've learned. So I'm hoping to grow with the community also to achieve success through the platform. So thank you very much. So that's my experience so far.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Tosin, thank you so much for sharing that. And I expect more. I expect us to be able to share more and to be able to, open up more. I just wanted to ask: have you been you've been trading for about a year plus or 2 years? So is this your first attempt at sort of getting, I would say, mentorship? This is your first attempt. Just a guide, basically.
Okay, yeah, like I've not actually gotten mentorship from anyone before. All the things I learned through PDFs and YouTube videos, all the things I know now. Like this kind of guy that I I do a whole lot of research. So there are a lot of things I know about Forex now that I feel I know so much, but at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter whether you know so much or these things. It's just about making money at the end of the day. So my problem right now is making money and keeping the money, not making money and tomorrow you are blowing it again.
And giving back to the
Yeah,
markets.
I'm giving it back to the market. So that's my major problem.
That's the challenge right now. Okay. All right. This is noted. So do you have any um do you have any strengths in trading? Like, so when I say do you have any strengths, I mean, what are the things that you've been doing? Because many traders have you get told what you are not doing right, and somehow it puts traders in a state of constantly wanting to thinking that they do not have something, or they are lacking, or what they have is not good enough, or what they have is not, you are just in a state of, I don't know this thing. Why don't I know this thing? Others are getting it right and I'm not getting it right. However, there may be things that you are doing that is working for you as a trader. There may be things that you're doing. Maybe you have a good habit, like you wake up in the right time. I know traders that don't wake up early, right? And they call themselves day traders. So there are some things that you may be doing right. So if you know one or two of those things, can you just mention them? And I mean, with any other person that would come on this call, it's okay if you that would like share. It's okay if you mention one or two of those things that you do right. It helps your psychology. It helps you know that it's not my own is not that bad. My own is not that bad. So just saying.
Okay. So something I've corrected about my trading and which has really helped me now is I now trade only a session. Like I don't trade London and then after London I'm looking to take a trade again in New York. So I only trade New York session. And it has really helped me in the sense that even if I trade alone New York and I take a loss, I know I'm done for the day because I'm a kind of aggressive trader. So I don't like risking 0.5. So I like risking like 1-2%. So so that's the kind of trader I am. So trading a session has really helped me. And the other thing that has helped me is sticking to my plan, because now while I before this month, I think the beginning of this year actually, I didn't have any trading plan. I was just trading based on if I analyze and I see setup, even if I see it in the midnight, whether I would just enter that trade, all because of this fear of missing out and not just letting your edge play out. So sticking to your trading plan also has helped me. So those two things.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much for sharing those, and good to have you on the Get Trader community. Good to have you. Any other persons so far? We heard from Justifying and Tosin. If you want to introduce yourself, just go ahead and raise your hand, and I'm sure you can self unmute here because I've noticed others have been able to unmute themselves. So you can just unmute yourself. If you're having difficulties, I can still go ahead and um, I can still go ahead and unmute you. So who else wants to go? I see the guys on the YouTube are interactive. Someone says they're watching from London. Hi, Doreska. and G-Wagon. Awesome. Somebody's name is G-Wagon. Yeah, G-Wagon says, I don't know how to wake up early. That's why I can't succeed in day trading. I don't know what that means, but the habits that you have as a day trader really helps you. I know that my habits have helped me in studying the markets, in being able to back test, and in the times when my strategy works. My strategy really works during the London and the New York session. So the currency I trade, it's GBP USD. So that's the session for me. It's either I'm trading the London session or I'm trading the New York session. So that is why waking up early is important to me. London session opens by 8 a.m. GMT +1, but I wake up earlier than that because I want to prepare for my trade. I don't want to come to the market 8 o'clock and be rushing to see a setup. I want to be relaxed when a setup comes to me, and when I see the setup, I trade the setup. And like Tosin said, I don't really like going back and forth on trading too much. I'm not really, it doesn't work for me. Maybe it's because I wasn't trained that way. I've been through proper mentorship, and so over trading does not work for me, and over talking does not work for me. I noticed that even on the community, some people are usually like, why are we not talking or something? And why are people not going back and forth? It's good, to share, to interact, and do all of that. I'm just the kind of person that once my trade comes, I take my trade, I inform everybody, and then I go to do what I need to do. I don't need to just keep going back and forth because I need my mind to be focused. It helps me to be focused. But I encourage others that if you need to interact and explain and expatiate, go ahead and feel free to do that, because if that works for you, then that's okay. That works. Yeah. Hi Sheon on YouTube. On Exchange Trading Lab, representing Live Ghana. I appreciate you guys that joining from other countries. From Ghana, I know I have some South African viewers. I know I have some people from Kenya, and I appreciate you. I noticed some people also talked about this bracelet that I'm always wearing, and they think I'm from Kenya. I'm not from Kenya. I have a good relationship with Kenya. Let's just say that. Yes. Okay, so who else wants to go? After this introduction, I'm open to questions. I actually want us to ask questions, because if there are no questions, you will not get answers. You need to ask me questions that are questions based off of things that you need answers to. Just so go ahead and ask the questions. But before then, any other person want to go? I'm not seeing hands. John Isikima. Mrs. O. I celebrate all the ladies here. Being a lady in a male-dominated industry is not easy. And so I salute you guys. You guys are amazing, and just keep doing what you're doing. I give you my respect, big respect to all the females in Forex, and all the guys as well in Forex. Yes. There is Ogechi, Opoku Chris, Amy, I guess, Mrs. Peters, Big Dan. So if anybody wants to go ahead, I wish I could engage with the YouTube guys more, but that's why I'm encouraging you guys to join the Telegram, so that it's easy and it's direct. I will be sharing my links only on Telegram, and it's intentional. I want you guys to join the community. I want you guys to be part of the community, not just looking from the outside. That's why I'm sharing my links on the Telegram. So someone is live from New York. Oh, Michael. Okay. Hi, Michael. Welcome to the live. Michael is my mentee. Let me just even cast him like that. Michael is my mentee. And so I have mentees from different parts of the world, or I've mentored some people from different parts of the world, from New York, from Ghana, from Nigeria, different parts of Nigeria, from Lagos, from Abuja, and yes, they are experiencing really good results. They're experiencing their journey is taking shape, and maybe before anybody, just if you want to talk, please raise your hand. I'll unmute you. But while we wait for that, their journey is taking shape, and that is the benefit of mentorship. I was struggling for a while, doing trading by myself until I decided, like, I stumbled upon my mentor, and all that he was doing was just what I wanted to do. He was trading one currency pair. He was very transparent. He wasn't hiding or keeping too much information to himself. He was very open and used to, like, give out proper knowledge. Even when you were not on the mentorship, you feel like you were part of the community already, and that just inspired me to go ahead for the mentorship. And I paid, for the mentorship, and that mentorship has benefited me so much. That mentorship inspired me to start the channel as well. I was thinking of, okay, I want to start this channel. I want to get, a community of people, but I didn't know how, I didn't know when. And just being under that mentorship was what inspired me. And I was like, okay, my mentor was like, just pick up your camera and just do your thing. And so I just decided, okay, let me pick up the camera. Let me see if I will be able to reach people and just talk to these traders. So I started, and here we are today. And it has been a very interesting journey, but that is what mentorship has done for me. Mentorship has really given my trading journey a proper direction, giving me, like, directed me on what to do. I've been able to trade prop firms. I've been able to pass their challenges. So it's there's a lot to it. You cannot outpay somebody for mentorship, because it sets you up for a long time. And that is the reason why I preach the mentorship gospel. It's up to you, really, if you want to be mentored or not. But the benefits of it is something that every trader needs to know. Every trader needs to know that if you are working your trading journey, trust me, mentorship is going to scale you up faster than you ever imagined. Mentorship is going to give you a direction, more than you ever imagine. Just if you see the benefits of it, make sure that you go ahead and do it. And don't be, if you are a good trader and you want to, get mentees, if you are good, or you know what you're doing, right? Don't be afraid to monetize the skill that you have. Don't be afraid to open up yourself and say, come get mentored. This is the amount of money you have to pay. Don't be afraid to do that. Okay. I know there are people out there that would say, oh, all traders know how to do is to give courses, and you pay for this, you pay for that. Yes, because every trader is paying their dues. That's the truth of it. So every profession requires you to pay for a level of professional access, right? So what makes trading different? It doesn't make it any different. If I've spent years in learning, I've paid for mentorship, that means I've invested in myself to be a better trader, to be able to guide people. I've bought books, I've done several classes. Those are the things that equip you to be a professional. Those are the things that equip you to be able to charge for your services. So there is no shame, dear traders. Let me just put that out there. Probably I'm going to make a video, because these days the videos I've been making, I think they are really important things that people need to talk about. There is no shame in monetizing your skill. There is no shame in monetizing your knowledge, because you have put in the work. If you put in the work, really, This is not to say that if you've not put in the work and if you've not learned and you don't have a direction that you should go and start charging people, it is going to fall back at you. So don't charge people, or don't go and get people to pay for what you do not know. Be honest, be real with yourself, because one thing I know about trading will take you through the process. There is no way you can skip it. So if you try to skip the process and try to make money off of people, with time you're going to regret it. It's not swear, it's not cost. It will happen to you. But if you pay your dues and you do the right thing, you are free. Like, it is okay to go ahead and charge, go ahead and monetize your skill, right? As long as you are giving people value, as long as what you are doing, you have results and you are helping people to get results. You're not just trying to make money off of people. Go ahead and do it. There's no shame. There's really no shame. Okay. Just needed to put that out there. I'm seeing a couple of chats. Let me read it. Someone says, Mrs. O says, thank you so much. You're very smart and intelligent. I appreciate you. Thank you, Mrs. O. Chris says, yeah, really, and it's fine. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you guys. You guys keep me going, really. Thank you. Everybody here, the engagements, everything keeps me going. So I appreciate every single one of you that even joined. You know, there are so many people on the Instagram, on Telegram, and on the YouTube, but this number joined. So I appreciate you guys. On the YouTube, Stephen Tretu says he has, so people are started asking questions. Stephen Tretu says, what is the first thing you need in Forex trading? What is the first thing you need in Forex trading? As I'm guessing he's saying as a beginner. Then he says, what is the importance of having mentorship? Because I'm a completely new beginner. Okay. That's a question from Stephen Tretu. I hope I'm pronouncing it well. Tretu, on YouTube. And so, first question is, what's the first thing you need in Forex trading as a new beginner? You need to get the right mind. The first thing you need to do is to understand what you are getting into. Forex is the foreign exchange industry is a big one. It is not a get rich quick industry. It has a lot of money and it has the potential to give you a lot of money in a short period of time. However, that is not what always happens. Because of this potential, many traders have come into the industry and have not gotten the full benefits, or have not been able to stay long enough in order for them to go through the journey of being a beginner to a professional. So Forex is a professional industry. You need to know that it will take you a while for you to get to where you want to get to. And I like that Tosin mentioned that he used to see a lot of people posting on social media, and you see people driving cars, see people posting stacks of money, you see people posting their charts, and somehow it sort of puts you in it gives you a false sense of it, or false ideology about Forex, that, oh, once I come, I'll just start driving Benz. I'll start driving G-Wagon. I saw somebody's name was G-Wagon. Start driving G-Wagon. Start driving Ferrari. No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't happen that way. Every profession requires time. To be a doctor, you need to go through, the works, housemanship, and all of that. It takes years. To be a lawyer, a professional lawyer, there are stages of it, right? So even while you are getting to be professional, there are stages of reward. Okay, it's not like you have to wait 5 years before you see rewards. No, but you have to understand that it is a process and there are stages to it. So don't try to skip the process. Every trader's journey is different. There are traders who come into this game and in their first 2 years they are profitable. There are traders who stay up to 5 years, and in the 5th year they are profitable. So understand that your journey is unique to you. So the question now is, how much work are you willing to put into learning in order for you to be able to get the results you need or you desire from Forex? But it's not a get rich quick scheme. It requires time, it requires attention, it requires you to do the work, do what you're supposed to do. So as a beginner, get knowledge, understand, have the right mindset. That's the first thing I said. Second thing is like get knowledge, get the proper knowledge, and that's the mentorship I'm talking about. I cannot overemphasize mentorship. Really, I cannot. And I cannot overemphasize the importance of being in a community of people who are doing things the way that you are doing it. Mentorship, this is the benefit of it. You get access to your mentor. You get to communicate to your mentor one-on-one that this is the challenge I'm facing. You get to understand who you are as a trader, because traders are different, and that's what we don't know. Someone said that he takes big risks. I'm not a big risk taker as a trader. I'm conservative. And so most times when I put out my signals on Telegram, I'm always saying that, oh, I'm in on 0.5%, I'm in on 1%. I do not like to risk heavily, right? I don't like to risk too much. I understand myself. If I take too much risk, if the trade goes against me, it might affect my psychology. But if I take minimal risks, I can be able to compound and grow. That helps my psychology. I also mentor traders who have a big appetite. I mentor traders who have a big appetite, and they want to make a lot of money. So they are big risk takers. I understand that it's not bad at all. Whatever level you are is not bad. It's just you need to understand yourself so you can know how to properly trade based off of who you are. Because if you don't understand yourself, you'll be taking what other people are doing and applying it, and it won't work for you. Okay, so part of understanding myself is what helped me to get the kind of mentor that I got. There are so many mentors out there, but my mentor, I understood that he is very big on risk management, and so I was like, yeah, that's it for me. Risk management. I struggled with risk management. I struggled to understand risk for a long time, but once I got into mentorship, I mastered risk management. I mastered it. I mastered risk management. Now, there were some things I didn't know, like trade management. And so when I got under mentorship, I understood that there is a way you can manage your trade as a day trader for you to maximize your profits, cut your losses. So you guys notice on my channel, sometimes the trade doesn't go fully to my take profits, but I stop out at break even. By the time it has gotten to break even, I've made enough money for myself at that time, right? So I don't have the mentality of from my entry to my take profit, I'm going to make all the money. But as much money as the market is willing to give me, I'm going to take. How do I do that? Trade management. How do I manage my entries and my exit? Trade management. And so all of these things are benefits of mentorship. Another really good benefit of mentorship is that mentors teach you to be mentors. A good mentor will not teach you to hold on to them or to latch onto them or to be dependent on them. For me, my mentor taught me how to be a mentor, right? So if you're under mentorship, you will learn how to sort of become as a trader and help other traders become, right? So that's just the benefit of those are the benefits of mentorship. You get someone to follow you through the process when you have questions, when you are trying to take a prop firm account, when you pass, when you fail the challenge, someone to give you a realistic outlook on things. So if you're in a drawdown, it's not the end of the world. There are ways to recover from drawdowns. If you are over trading, there are ways to guide you. The benefit of mentorship is a lot. That cuts you, it stops you from making so many mistakes as a trader. It reduces, a mentor basically takes their experience, all the years that they've failed, their failures, their wins and everything, and then they truncate it into a period of time for you. So you don't have to go through all that. You don't have to learn 1 million strategies. A mentor teaches you how to master or how to work with the strategy that works for you, right? So you don't have to have information overload. They guide you through what you need to do for yourself as a trader. There's so much beauty once you discover yourself as a trader. You won't be worried about what other people are doing. You're not looking outside. You're not trying to You're not looking at, oh, somebody posted 10K profits. That is great for them. You know, you are inspired by it. If anything, you're like, oh, fantastic. You celebrate it. 50K profits, 5K profits, 1K profits. You understand yourself. So you are not moved by strategies. Somebody can just bring a new strategy for you and make you doubt your strategy. Because I see that happens a lot with traders. When you lose a trade and somebody won a trade, it even happens in my Telegram channel, you know. Some people argue over um, why this trade went right, why this trade went wrong. Nobody knows where the market is going to go the next minute. Newsflash, nobody does. So we analyze so that we can have an edge, but there's no crystal ball. There is no crystal ball. Let that sink in. So no matter what your strategy is, as long as your strategy has been proven to work, it won't work all the time. But in the times that it works, make sure that you work it. But you can't work it if you are looking at ICT, if you're looking at other blogs, you're looking at all these other things, you know. No, everybody that uses those strategies is great. I'm just saying that because they are popular and, you know, people know about those strategies. Some people trade supply and demand. As long as you know how to trade your supply and demand and you're making money, what's the issue? There's really no issue. You shouldn't be trying to get the strategy. You should try to make the best out of the strategy, not to get the best strategy. There's no best strategy. There's no best strategy. And you should also look for the strategy that works for you. So those are the benefits of mentorship. Those are the benefits of mentorship. Somebody is asking, where's the link for my Telegram channel? The link to my Telegram channel is on my bio. So just quickly go there, join the Telegram, and yeah. Okay, so do I have questions from the Zoom? Instagram people are, sorry, YouTube people are really active. Zoom guys, I need questions from you guys. I need questions from you guys. I intend to make this live recurrent because I want to be able to meet us. I don't just want it to be Telegram, Instagram. I'm not trying to be a celebrity or a public figure. I want to meet you guys. I want to meet us. I want to a situation where we can constantly just come here and be better, and I'll share what I can share for free. And the one that I can share as a mentor, I'll do that. When you cross over, I'll do that. So yeah, if you have questions, please go ahead and signify. Okay, Christy, I see Christy is raising her hand. All right, so Christy, go ahead and unmute. And Christy, go ahead and unmute. Okay, maybe that can't happen for you, so let me help you out. Okay, I don't know if you are able to unmute. I've asked you to unmute, but it's not coming up. So if you have any issues, just send a message to the chat and I'll check it out and be sure to assist you on that. Do we have any questions on the Instagram? Do you have any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Okay, like I was saying, I intend to make this interactive, where I would also be teaching and not just talking. I want to show us charts. I want to show us what I do, my strategy, how I trade. And so my trading playbook, this is it. I have a trading playbook. So my playbook enables me to have a number of scenarios. I won't say strategies that I use, but a number of scenarios that indicates for me to trade. Okay, so there may be trading scenarios that would indicate that in the market, it may be chart patterns, handle wicks that would inform my entries in a particular scenario and a particular movement of the market. So the market could be trending. Christy, I'm still trying to ask you to unmute. So if you can, please go ahead. Okay, you
Yes.
feel like you're unmuted.
Yeah. Hi.
Okay.
Good evening.
Hi, Christy.
I have a question, but like first, let me introduce myself. So I'm Christy, and I'm a medical student in Nigeria, one of the universities in Nigeria, and I've been trading for like some months now. Let's say like 8 months. Though I heard about trading for like 2 years ago, but like I didn't really take it serious yet. And I also signed up for a mentorship program, but I could not quite follow up with it because I was really busy with school. That was like last year. Yeah, beginning of last year, I was really busy with school, so I could not follow up with the mentorship program. But like it's now like beginning of this year that I'm trying to go back to the videos from the mentorships, the notes and everything. And I'm like now getting to know more about Forex trading and all of that. I've also traded live accounts because I was kind of in a rush to make money. And it showed me shiggy. It took my L's. I said, no, I'll just calm down.
That was your welcome package.
Yeah. And now I'm just coming down. I'm staying off live accounts for now. I'm currently on demo and I'm trying to like perfect the skill. I'm trying to learn more and get my hand on like whatever material I can get on and like just perfect the skill basically before I move on to live accounts again. So my question for you is that how long did it take for you to become profitable in Forex? That's the question.
If I got $1 for how many times that question has been asked, by now Steph, I'll be driving Ferrari because because that question gets asked a lot. I think that's one of the most frequently asked questions in Forex. This is my perspective on that question. There are so many answers to that. If you Google it, you get answers. But this is my perspective on how long it will take you. It will take you as long as it needs to take you for you to be profitable. Because until you allow yourself to go through the process of proper learning and understanding yourself as a trader and understanding what works for you as a trader, different things work for different people. If until you allow yourself to go through that process, you will not discover the best version of you that trades, and you will not be able to maximize that version of you. You notice that there are day traders, there are swing traders, there are scalpers, there are all different kinds of traders. There are fundamental traders, there are technical traders, right? And then there are traders that trade several kinds of strategy, from order block to support and order block or ICT. I don't know if they're even the same thing because I know myself so much that I don't pay attention to every strategy. So from order block, ICT, trend trading, support, resistance, supply, demand. Some people trade other kinds of pairs, from GBP USD to trading synthetics to trading gold, whatever. You notice that there are still traders who do all these things, but they are profitable, right? So it means that it is not really about the strategy. It's not really about the pair. It's not really about the time frame. It's not really about the methodology. It's not really about the trading style or trading type, fundamental or technical. It's about the trader. It is about the trader. So many of these people, they teach, they put out their information, but still traders have not been able to get to the point where it's usually a case of there's one person that knows how to trade and there are 1,000 people that are learning with them, but all those people have not been able to master trading. They've not been able to get it right, because you need to know boils down to mentorship again. Get a mentor that works for you, a mentor that can communicate, that can understand what you're saying and can communicate clearly to you. And then understand yourself, go through the process. What do I need to do in order for me to be profitable as a trader? How does my strategy work? When does my strategy work? When are the best trade sessions that my strategy works? How well can I apply this strategy in order for me to see consistent results? What do I need to do? It's a lot of ask yourself those questions, ask yourself those questions and begin to take the steps. Okay, now I want to get mentored. What is the aim of this mentorship? Profitability. Okay, working on the strategy that this mentor has shown me or has taught me. How much money do I need this strategy to make me, or where do I need this strategy to get me to? Okay, I'm working the strategy, but it's the days that it doesn't work, my psychology is affected. The days that I lose money, my mind is affected. What are the most important informations about trading? Trading is usually 80% psychology and risk management, and the remaining 20% is skill. So how are you building your psychology? What do you need to do to build your psychology? Are you reading psychological books? Because that's why many traders are losing it, because our eyes are just focused on skill. Our eyes are focused on just technicals, but our minds are just up and down. That's why you see traders, you trade anyhow. You call yourself a day trader and you're trading. I'm very particular about day traders because that's how I am. Now, how did I even become a day trader? I used to be a swing trader. I used to swing trade because I'm very busy. I'm a very busy person. Outside of Forex, I do a lot of things. I'm very, very busy.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll share the other things that I do. But I'm a very busy person and I needed to compartmentalize my time. I needed to have time to do all those other things. I also run a tech company as well. So what happened to me? I was trading swing, but I was beginning to lose the passion for trading. I was beginning to lose the desire. I'll set a trade on Monday, I'll come on Friday. By then, many things would have happened in the market. I'm not learning, I'm not paying attention. So I decided to switch. But if I didn't pay attention to myself as a trader, I would still be swing trading when my best self is a day trader, right? So how those questions, you need to ask yourself those questions, because you will have to go through the process, and it's a process of discovering yourself as a trader, the trader that is Christy the trader. Now, when you discover Christy the trader has a way that she trades. She has what works for her. What works for her will work for a couple of people. So that is when Christy the trader begins to build a community of people that trade like her.
Yeah.
So the first step is asking yourself the right questions and allowing yourself to go through the right process. For somebody that is going to school, let me make it practical. If you're going to school, you know that you have to start from primary or nursery or elementary, then you have to get to secondary. You cannot move from elementary and into tertiary, right? You're going to struggle a lot. There are levels and there are stages to it. Now, when you get to secondary or you get to tertiary, you now have to make bigger decisions, like what kind of course do I want to study? What kind of profession do I want to be in, right? Then you separate yourself into the science area, you separate yourself into the arts, you separate yourself into every other areas. You are learning yourself, right? And then when you are in that area, how much knowledge do I need to gain to be the best in that area? And then you put in the work to gain that knowledge. So they say, for me, the most important thing in Forex is building your psychology and your risk management. The strategy you use is great, but it's not strategy that will get you to being successful. If you build your psychology, I'm not much of a book reader. I'm more of an audio person. So I listen to audiobooks a lot. I've finished the book Trading in the Zone, and I've recommended that book, and every single day when I wake up, I play Trading in the Zone for 30 minutes to 1 hour. Just one chapter or two chapters. I listen to it to condition myself. as a trader to make sure that my mind is right. I'm coming into this market properly. So if you don't have that question and if you're not trying to discover you, the trader, my name is Kimberly. I'm discovering Kim, the trader, not a random trader. It's a journey of self-discovery. So that at the end of the day, when you discover yourself and what works for you, you draw the right attention to yourself. And you make the kind of profit that works for you. If you are a low risk taker and you don't know yourself and you begin to take high risk or big risk, you constantly keep blowing accounts because you not discover that losing big money used to pain you. Do you understand? But if you are the type of person that you lose big money, close your eye, move on. You're a high risk taker. You know yourself, so you don't want to play small. So it's either you go all in or nothing at all. But you need to know yourself. So there is no time frame to that. The earlier, the better. That's why mentorship is good, right? A mentor will guide you through that. I'm telling you the benefits of mentorship. I'm not preaching mentorship. I'm not telling people about mentorship because I want you to pay for mentorship. I'll charge for my mentorship. It's not going to be free. Let it just be known. And you need to get to the point where you invest in yourself enough so that it's self-investment, right? Invest in yourself so that you grow. That scarcity or free mentality really doesn't help traders grow. You have no idea how much work when people want to do master's program, it's not free masters they do, it's paid masters or scholarship masters, right? So if it's value, if it's quality, if it's professionalism, there has to be a level of sacrifice that comes out from you. And I had to understand that for me to get to the point of stability as a trader, for me to just take trading as my profession, my day job, my everyday work, right? So every day, the profit I make every day is how profitable is based off of how much knowledge I've gained and how much knowledge I've applied. So there is the gaining of knowledge and there's the application of knowledge. I don't want to spend all the time on this question, but I hope I've been able to answer to a large
thank you
extent.
so much. I appreciate what you're doing too, because like you're a lady and you don't see so much women in this industry. So like I appreciate what you do. Just keep on going. Like you're doing well.
Okay. All right. You're doing well too. You're a lady, you're in the industry. So yeah. Good to hear from you, Chrissy.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Let me quickly check with YouTube. There are questions on YouTube. If you have questions on the Zoom, I see one question on the chat. I'm coming to it. Let me quickly check in with YouTube. Steven Chetu, I hope I answered your question initially. Michael Nacho, what advice will you give on psychology trading psychology? I don't know if it's psychology trading or trading psychology, but I think I get the point. The advice I'll give is learn it. Build your psychology. I know the word psychology is thrown around a lot and to the point where it almost means nothing. And people are like, yeah, build your psychology. What's about psychology am I supposed to build? Dedication, I'm dedicating my time to it and all of that. The work on psychology is this. Start with a book. A book on trading psychology. I've seen on the chat somebody is asking, what book on trading psychology do you read? I started with Trading in the Zone by Mark Douglas. I think it's Mark Douglas or Matt Douglas. I think it's Mark Douglas. Trading in the Zone. The second book on psychology that I'm currently reading is The Disciplined Trader. The Disciplined Trader is from the same author, Trading in the Zone, Disciplined Trader. Now I have a link to the I have a link to the book. I have a PDF version of the book for those who read, and I have a link to the audio book for those who, I stream it on YouTube live. So if you have the data, go right ahead. So I'm going to send those links out to my Telegram channel. Again, it's Telegram. So please join the Telegram channel so that you don't miss out. I'll also try as much as possible to see how I can get it on my link tree. I'll put it on my link tree on Instagram if that works. And yes, so if you have access to my link tree, you have access to all that I have to offer. And if you want to trade prop firms, let me quickly say this: Consummate Traders is the best. I've half been expecting questions on Consummate Traders because my videos on Consummate Traders, I have a ton of questions there. I've answered. In fact, right now I'm Consummate Traders support. So if you want to trade prop firms, go to Consummate Traders. 60 days on a challenge is enough to convince you that you have time. So at this point, with the way the market operates, you need enough time to be able to trade. So go to Consummate Traders. I have a referral link, and I'm going to share the referral links to my Telegram and put it up on my link tree. And there's a coupon code for 5% off. Coupon code is Dear Trader, no space. So if you want to get a 5% discount on your prop firm, then go ahead and use Dear Trader coupon code. You are welcome. So that's it on Consummate Traders for now. I'll talk more extensively on Consummate Traders in another scenario, another time. And someone asked, would you advise a newbie to trade? Okay, what's the advice on psychology? I hope I've answered this. Start with a book and make sure that you read and apply what you learn from that book. Trading in the Zone did wonders to my mind. Trading in the Zone, it totally changed my perspective on what the market has to offer me and what my responsibility is as a trader and how to position myself as a trader. The right mindset, the right understanding. So start with reading a book and engage with as many psychological materials as you can. Engage with as many trading psychological materials as you can. Okay. So if there's a webinar on trading psychology, join it. If there's a book on it, read it. If there's a video on it, watch it. If there's a video on it, watch it. Just make sure that you are engaging with those activities on psychology. And it also teaches you discipline. It also teaches you how to properly how to understand your risk appetite. I think that did that for me. Trading in the Zone helped me to understand my risk appetite, helped me to understand that traders trade. Decide what you want to be, a trader or an analyst, because there are many analysts outside there, right? This is a plug to a video I'm going to be doing about traders and analysts. If you're a trader, trade. If you're an analyst, analyze. But those are two different things. They're not really the same thing per se, because you may have all the knowledge of what should happen in the market, and the market is going to do what it's going to do either ways. So what's the question is, are you going to take your trade, or are you going to assume that you know where the market is going to go? So engage with those books, engage with those materials, and that's the beginning of the journey. I also intend to share all that I gain in my journey through trading psychology with us. So yeah, I want to try and wrap up this in the next 15 minutes. Would you advise a newbie to trade a small account before getting a prop account, or the other way around? So it's really proprietary firms help you. If you're a newbie, I think you need to start with demo. I think you just need to start with. So we're not even talking live right now. We're not talking prop right now, because it begs the question: are you trying to skip the process, or are you trying to like get to a destination too fast? You need to, because trading demo helps you to understand your flow, your rhythm, you know, it helps you to track yourself as a trader. How profitable are you? Because if you're not profitable, you don't have any business, trading real money. And there's no gun to your head, unless maybe you have responsibilities. And also, I would advise, if you have responsibilities, if your rent is due, please don't try to use Forex. Don't try to use Forex to pay your rent in 2 weeks or in 1 month. Don't put that pressure on yourself. Don't use your school fees. Don't use your last card. Don't do it. Don't do it. Right. So because you need to, students in school are not under pressure, and that's why they take their time to learn. So treat yourself as a student that is learning a skill and is learning how best that skill will work for them. So take a demo account, pick an account of your appetite. It could be small, it could be big. It doesn't really matter the amount. What matters is your knowledge of the market. See the market, see your trading progress in terms of percentages, not in terms of numbers. I know that helped me, right? And pick a 50K account, set a target for yourself monthly. I want to be able to make 10% of this account every month. If 10% is too far, 5% is okay. 5% of this account every month, and trade for a month, trade for 2 months, trade for 3 months consistently. Don't allow any pressure to push you to try and get profit, because it is better to learn so you don't waste your money on failed challenges, or you don't blow your account, right? Or you don't blow your account. You learn it, then you now get into it. There will be the emotions of real trading, but if you discipline yourself to trade properly and consistently on demo, and you find your rhythm and you find what works for you and how it works for you on the demo, you can replicate it for sure. You can replicate it for sure. When you get into the live, we can now be dealing with your live trading or prop trading. We can be dealing with your emotions. But once you have your rhythm as a trader, you can manage your emotions easier than when you want to learn emotions. Because some people give you advice, just go live so that you over and done with the emotion thing. But learn trading first. Learn what buying and selling is. Learn what a trend is. Learn what Elliott wave is first. Learn those things. Learn it first. Then you will now begin to apply for profit and replicate those things. Yes, I hope I've answered that question. Then Striven Tretsu said, to your viewing perspective, how many years would a new beginner have to have mentorship, because other career takes 3 or 5 years? So the mentorship I offer, let me even state the cost of it. So I offer mentorship for everybody's pocket and everybody's preference. It's not everybody that would want to be on a mentorship for long. Some people just have a few needs. Some people have a few needs on how to navigate a few things, and maybe you just need 6 months to do that. So my mentorship is, I have 1 month mentorship, I have 6 months, 3 months mentorship, I have 6 months mentorship, and I have a year's mentorship. Now, if you apply for the yearly mentorship, you get a lifetime mentorship. That's really what it means. I have mentees from 3 years ago that came to me and they're like, yo, Kim, you are on Consummate Traders. I need you to help me with this. I need you to help me with that. I'm at their beck and call, and I'm at their service rather, and I do it for them. So it's a lifetime mentorship, lifetime access. So the prices of the mentorship is there. I think it ranges from about $25 to $199. So it's not even that deep, right? If you have $25, you can get mentored ASAP. If you have, I think there's one for $49, so that should be 3 months. So you can go right ahead and join that mentorship. And I'm currently running on generator power right now, so guys, permit me. I might have to turn off my video. Yeah. Okay, so I may have to turn off my video, but I'm still on and I'm still answering the questions. Okay, so you can get mentored for as long as you can get mentored for life with Dear Trader. And for a beginner, I believe you should go for the yearly mentorship. I advise that you should, so that you can get the best out of your journey. And it's not just pop and join, but it's the best. Yeah, if you allow yourself to go through a year of mentorship, you set yourself 5 years ahead of people. That's it. So some people in career, they don't have mentors. That's why they it even takes them. That's some people, not everybody, but that's why it takes some people a long time to achieve great success in career. And you notice many people who have mentors. I've not seen anybody in any field that has a mentor that has not achieved results faster than the average person. And that's just the benefit of mentorship. That's what it does. Okay. Yeah, that's it. So let me see other questions on the chat. I'm seeing questions on the chat. Okay, so someone says, what's the name of the... Okay, some of these messages are direct messages, but I mean, if I can read them out, it's fine. What's the name of the psychology book you read? I've said it is Trading in the Zone and The Disciplined Trader. I'll also be recommending more books, and I'll try to have a session where we can also like dissect what a chapter of the book is talking about, a section of the book is talking about, because sometimes we'll just read, we'll not get what the writer was saying. So we'll have sessions like that. Yeah, okay. So my question is, are you already a funded trader, consummate trader? Yes. So I have two accounts. I have a funded account already, and I have a challenge account. So I don't really post about my funded account. I post about my challenge account. Maybe I should post about my funded account. But I got a funded account immediately once I started. Like I was like, come on. So I went for the I went for the Express Pro, and I went for the evaluation account as well. So I was even struggling with my evaluation because I was focused on funded accounts. That's the one that there's money, you know. I was focused on my funded account until I had a drawdown on my evaluation. I was like, okay, man, let me get this right. And the beauty of it is consummate traders gives you 60 days. Jeez, man, if it was 30 days, I probably would have not met with my evaluation account target because I was focused on funded accounts, you know. So yes, I have a funded account now. The evaluation, the 60 days just helped me to, okay, I've had a drawdown, then I bounced back up from the drawdown, and so I'm trading it now to get to the target. But that's just the benefit of having a consummate traders account. You are not stressed by 30 days. That 30 days, it stresses a lot of traders out. You're not stressed by it. You are taking your time and you're doing your thing. So once I pass the evaluation, trust me to share the information with us on every platform. I usually do trade recaps or weekly recaps and all of that. So just trust me to share my information and my challenges realistically. Realistically. So whatever challenge I face, whatever success I experience, just know that I'm going to share it. Okay. Opoku Chris says, regarding, it is a direct message. Let me read it in my mind first before I read it out. So it's if I'm supposed to risk 1% of my trading balance, does it mean that for any position I open, it should sum up to 1% or 1% for the position? Now it depends on your risk for the day. So if you want to risk 1% per trade, that is usually what is advised. Risk 1% per trade. Me, I do less than 1% per trade, and I overall do between 1% to 2% in total. Okay, so in total, I do between that's in a day, I'm not risking more than 2% of my account, right? Now, there are people who have 3% risk appetite or 4% of their accounts, right? Because I trade prop firms more, I know that one requires you to have a very a very strict risk management bias or behavior. And that's why I use the prop firm risk management behavior to guide my own regular trading behavior. But if you are trading with your regular accounts, you don't need to be too strict with yourself to put maybe 2% per entirely. Maybe you can just be 1% per trade. So if you take 3 trades in all, or if everything that you do sums up to 3% of your account in all, you're still okay. But don't risk more than 3% of your account per day, please. I beg you guys, that is very poor risk management. Don't do that. So sometimes I risk 1% of my account per trade, or I risk I divide my 1% into a number of trades. So if I on my Telegram, I usually tell them when I will reload trades. So I might take a 0.5 entry at the beginning, and when the trade retraces, I load more entries to sum up to 1% or 1.5% or 2%. And so it can, get me the profit that I want. So you can either do that. I hope I've been able to answer the question. Yeah, so you can either risk 1% per trade, or you risk the you divide your 1% and it still sums up to 1%. Yeah. Someone says, is there a strategy one can apply to avoid maximum daily loss on a prop firm? The strategy is risk management. It's risk management. The strategy to apply to avoid max daily loss is risk management. So I know there are, detailed ways of calculating max daily loss, max loss, and all of that. I've not done that deep dive into how to manage it. I just know that risk management saves me a lot. So once I have risk management, that's like my home training. It helps me to at the back of my mind, I know what I'm not going to. I know where I can't go. So for the sake of that, I may do a video where I really calculate what the max daily loss is like and how to properly avoid it trade by trade. But I will have to do my own research first and then do a video on that and let you guys know. Someone says to follow me on, okay, follow me on IG, Get Trader, and you get the link. Also said to avoid max daily loss, risk management and trade management are your guys. Yes, true that. Risk management and trade management, they will save you a lot. They'll save you a lot. Yes. So let me take one more question on. Let me see if there's any question again on YouTube before I close up. I've kept you guys here for long, and I appreciate every single one of you that stayed till the end. I sincerely appreciate you guys. Okay, so there are no questions on YouTube. So we have come to the end of this particular session, and I intend to have more of this with you guys. I appreciate all of you for coming and staying. I appreciate you guys for coming and staying. And if you have more questions, just put it on the chat box on Telegram. Reach out to me on Instagram. I'm still reachable. Reach out to me now that I'm still reachable. Reach out to me on Instagram. Reach out to me on Instagram. Just send me a DM. I try my best to reply my Instagram DMs. Maybe I may not reply immediately, but I always have a time when I go and I check it out and I reply accordingly. And if you want to join the Dear Trader mentorship, even if you have more questions on how the mentorship works and you want to know what exactly you stand to get, I'll give you the information on that. There's a link to where all you need to get is, and I can also communicate more to you. But you have access to me. That's long and short. If you have questions, if you need to know what you need to know, then please feel free to reach me. And we'll be having these sessions frequently. I need to properly, plan my schedule so that network doesn't disappoint us and we get the best out of these lives. And yes, so thank you guys for joining the Dear Trader community, joining the call. I appreciate every single one of you for asking your questions, for sharing your stories. Till next time, have a wonderful Sunday evening. Yeah, that's it. Bye for now.